decided to do the trail backwards today, or opposite of the normal way that we normally run this trail. And the club has opened the challenge to any stock Jeep that might want to attempt this challenge. The route backwards to the Valley of the Moon Trail will take us mostly down the obstacles instead of up them, which should make them a bit easier for stock Jeeps. I expect we'll hear some parts dragging and scraping, but it should be pretty good for the novice individual who wants to come out and try it. I think most built Jeeps will have no problem with it today. But going up, as you saw maybe in my night video, the Valley of the Moons was a challenge for some of the Jeeps out there. It was a lot of fun. So I think this one's going to be a very cool day. I hope you stick around and enjoy the ride. Once again, the Four Low Rocks JLUR and I are out in the Humper Mountains area. First, a quick stop to fill up the gas tank, and as always, I like to be fully fueled before hitting the trail, and then air down and prepare for the day. Hey, let's meet some special guests visiting from Australia.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Casson Klein, board member with San Diego Jeep Club, and we're here this morning out in Humper, California, getting ready to run Valley of the Moons, and we have some special guests with us from Australia. And so I'd like them all to introduce themselves right now, starting on my right here.
I'm Roger from the Sunshine Coast in Queensland, Australia. I'm Joel from the same club. I'm Chris from the same club in Brisbane.
I'm Ron from Brisbane, same club, Sunshine Coast Jeep Club.
And my name is Louis. I currently live in Sydney.
Excellent. Welcome, you guys. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Why don't you tell us, if you could, what brought you guys here? What made you decide to, I'm sure, invest a lot of money and spend, you know, a tremendous number of hours to come over here? And then Roger was saying they're going to lose 3 days going home. So if you each could kind of tell us what the nexus, what started it, and what brought you here.
Well, obviously we're all Jeep freaks, so you know, we watch YouTube and videos of all you guys and your trucks over here, so we wanted to get in on part of that. And Moab's always been like a mecca of four-wheel driving, so we all decided we'd come over and run Moab for a few days and then sort of work our way around until we get back home.
Excellent.
Yeah, and I believe just the roots of Jeeping here, like that's kind of where we all come to. Yeah, like just come and seeing the motherland itself of Jeep.
Chris, when did you guys start talking about the trip, and how long did it take for the planning?
We're a few of the older club members. It's been going on for what, 10 years speaking about it.
Really?
And then Louis came over last year to do Moab.
Yep.
And then he sort of told us that, you know, you need to get over there and do it. So spur of the moment, booked tickets that afternoon sort of thing, and yeah, just flew across and got started.
Excellent.
Well, the whole thing in the Camp Cops, it's probably about 400 or 500 Jeeps.
Oh wow.
Together.
Yeah.
4-day event over Easter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the largest annual Jeep gathering in Australia. Camp Cops.
And Louis, this is your second trip to Moab.
Yeah. So I came last year, spur of the moment thing, around June, just to sort of check it out, and we had a fantastic time. Obviously, you guys get to have all the sort of bells and whistles and big tires and fancy lift kits, and we sort of just have to drool and admire, and we'll go back home to our 33-inch tyre trucks and no lift. So yeah, it's a great time for us.
Yeah, so I've heard about that in Australia, that there are some restrictions on what you can, on the modifications you make for your Jeep. So maybe you guys could, you know, let us know so that when our guys are complaining about, you know, no fenders or this or that, you know, we can maybe be a little more appreciative of being over here in the States.
Yeah, that's right. Well, 34 inches is the largest we can go legally. on the road.
And that's at a stretch.
That's at a stretch, depending on the officer on the day.
So some of the limited mods that you can do.
Yeah, so 2-inch lifts is about as much as we can go legally. We do push the boundaries as much as we can. I run a 3-inch lift. Yeah, you've got to do that at your own risk.
Well, we've got a lot of beach trails for sure, because everything seems to build around the coast in Australia. But we also have some fantastic trails, especially out in Coffs Harbour, and even just north of Brisbane. Just some rocky, hilly sort of country, quite a bit more sort of moist and damp and overgrown. So you get nowhere near as grippy as Moab. So you generally deal with like clays or mud. Well, not so much mud. We try to avoid mud because as fun as it is to drive, it's just nasty to clean out of everything.
At this point, Terry Mayo, come on up here with me. So the club's been in existence for almost 6 years now, and it's been ran by a board of men. Recently, we decided that we should add some class to the boardroom, and we voted Terry as our newest and first woman board member.
And now for the Valley of the Moon, done backwards. The Jeep train departed the meeting location and headed up what is known as the Valley of the Moon Superhighway. This is a partially paved and well-maintained access road to the area just south of Interstate 8 in the Hucumba Mountains. It is often used by the Bureau of Land Management and the Border Patrol for their official needs. As with any paved area, it's smart to stay in two-wheel drive to avoid damaging the Jeep's four-wheel drive systems. The ascent up the hillside offers some great views of the Jeep train as it makes its way to the exciting segments of the trail, aptly named Axle Breaker and Bumper Humper. After reaching the top of the superhighway, many people shift into four-wheel high and also use the auto disconnect if they have it for a smoother ride through the back country. The club had designed this run to be a quick introductory ride for newcomers with no lunch break, so we made the back country ride at a decent pace, slowing only to keep the train from separating. It is always a good idea to keep the Jeep behind you in your mirrors and stop when you lose sight of that Jeep. But the best plans of the day didn't pan out.
Got it. Okay. To relay what Cass said on the ham, the bumper humper is really steep for two doors, so we took the bypass. You'll hit which is the passenger side. Having fun yet?
As we approached Bumper Humper, I recalled going up that obstacle on the night run on this trail and decided to spare my stock rear bumper. Watch that white Jeep there. See what I mean? Going around the obstacle was still exciting, but I spared a few parts. Someday I'll do something about that bumper, but whatever I do has to ensure that I can still hook up to the trailer.
Bed is through Bumper Humper. Go Bumper Humper!
Taxpayers' money well spent.
over there waiting for everybody to get consolidated. Copy that. Lead is pulled up waiting for everybody to tighten up. Copy that. The axle breaker stop. Copy that, Joe. Lead is an axle breaker stop. I'm just getting ready to start the ascent. Waiting for everyone to catch up. Copy that. I have to say I'm pretty impressed, man. Nobody's having really any issues with this trail right now. Watch your mouth. Joe, copy? Yeah, Mike, go. Joe, I got you. You're an axle breaker waiting. Tail is waiting in line to get down bumper humper. Just FYI, Tail, we're just going to stop back here.
After I passed Bumper Humper, we had a mechanical issue with one of the Jeeps experiencing vapor lock, and this blocked the trail for quite some time. So while lunch wasn't planned by the club, those who had brought something along took the time to have a bite and to do a bit of socializing on the trail. Then, to compound things, towards the end of the train, we had a Jeep that experienced total engine failure. That took a long time later in the day for the Jeep Club's Black Ops crew to tow the Jeep out and get the owners home, but I'm sure we'll see them again.
Joe's prediction of 3 hours went out the window a long time ago, didn't it?
Axle breaker was the final obstacle on the way down the hill towards the US and Mexico border. Now I've been up axle breaker before at night, and going down is not nearly as challenging, but very scenic nonetheless. Axle breaker is the first obstacle encountered when running the Valley of the Moon the usual direction, but in reverse it proved suitable for even the stock Jeeps in the group. Allow me to focus your attention on that ticking and popping that you hear in the background. That was my left rear sway bar in link that had come detached from the sway bar. Yep, I had a mechanical issue also and had to fix that after getting off the trail. I seem to recall earlier in the video where somebody mentioned on the radio that nobody was encountering problems with the trail. Did that perhaps jinx the day? hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and feel free to leave a comment below. And if you haven't already done so, please click that subscribe button, as it means a lot to me and it helps to support the channel. Lastly, please follow 4Low Rocks on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Until next time, happy wheeling!